In level 4, we'll be solving applications of log functions. So we're going to see that distance problem again, and we're going to see that area under the curve, the area of the rectangle under the curve problem again. This is a shortest distance problem. We want the shortest distance from the point -1, 1 to the curve y equals ln of x minus 1. So it's a calculator application. The graph of y equals natural log of x minus 1. Remember that that graph is shifted 1 to the right, so I'm going to move my asymptote over here to x equals 1. And 1 over from there I would have a point, and then over 2.7 from there I would have a point, and the graph would look something like this. And we're finding the point that's closest to the point -1, 1, which is about right there. So we're trying to find the distance from that point to the graph that would be the shortest. So some unknown point on the graph, some xy pair. And my point over here is -1, 1. That's a point I do know. So I'm trying to find the closest point on my graph to the point -1, 1. And I'm going to use the distance formula. But remember that I only want one variable, I only want x. So I have to replace y in my point with an expression for y in terms of x, which is going to be my expression natural log of x minus 1. So I use my 2 points as my x1, y1, and my x2, y2, and I plug them into the distance formula. So I subtract the x's. X minus -1 is going to become x plus 1 squared, plus, and then for y1, I'm using this expression, natural log of x minus 1, and then I subtract my other y value from the point, which is 1, and then I square it. And then we plug this distance formula into our graphing calculators. And you get a graph that looks kind of like this. And we want to find the shortest distance, so we're finding the minimum point. And we get the point 1.59, 3.01. And the shortest distance is going to be the y value of the point, because this graph represents the distance between the graph and that point -1, 1. So the shortest distance is 3.01 units. Now the point on the curve that's closest to the point -1, 1, this is the x value, 1.59. But to find the y value of the point on the graph, we need to plug that x value into the function natural log of x minus 1. So the y value of the point is going to be natural log of 1.59 minus 1. Plug that in your calculator, and you get approximately -0.53. So the point would be 1.59, -0.53. And that's the point on the graph that's closest to the point -1, 1.